Me and Macy came in here yesterday, and we sat in here yesterday evening and just sat for probably 30 minutes. And we actually got in here at like 4:45, and by 4:50 that longbeard had already come up there and got on the decoy, or got close to it anyway. We just had a hen that was right below the blind right here that she could hear her in here rustling around, and she didn't want to stick around for it, so they got them kind of boogered up. None of them really knew what happened because they flew right here in these pine trees at about 60 yards, and then they ended up pitching off the roost over here early. So me and her left as soon as we got a little bit of daylight or dark. And dang it! I decided I was gonna come back in here this morning, but I wasn't able to get home from work in time to get in here before daylight, and I knew these birds would see me coming in, so I had to hold off. It's about 2 o'clock now, I'd say, and rather than just that Jake decoy, I put up a breeding pair right here, so just change the scenery just a little bit, but still, it's about a 20-yard shot. But hopefully if they come in here today, I'll be able to run one of these old Viper tricks through them. Maybe start off season pretty good. We're about 4 days in and we still don't have anything on the ground, or I don't anyway, so we shall see. Good, get out of here. First one of the year. I don't think it's the same bird me and Macy got on, but nevertheless, longbeard down. Well, day hadn't been so bad. Ended up, I actually got in here early today. Me and Macy had come in here and had saw a few birds the other day, and only had seen one longbeard, and this actually isn't even the same bird, but I decided to come back in here. I was gonna come this morning, but didn't get the chance to. Didn't get in from work in time really, but I came in this evening, got in the blind earlier. I got in here about 2:30. I think it's about 4:45 now, which is about the time they came in yesterday evening on us. But I decided to stick with them. The reason I missed on the first shot, which was my own error, but I decided I wanted to shoot one in the head. I only have done it once or twice, I think. So I decided I would try it out since this bird seemed to be fairly calm. And I think with everything going on, I was nervous. And I just kind of punched the trigger a little bit, but it all worked out. That old raptor trick, man, that's more than enough. When you hit them with that little fixed blade, man, it just tears them a new one. And this bird was no exception. It hit him right here, and he went less than 15 yards and piled up. But he's got some nice spurs. I'd say inch and a eighth, I'd say spurs, not bad. Probably a 3-year-old bird here. And that little raptor trick didn't disappoint. But we got a lot of work. I actually didn't hear a bird in here all day long. Haven't heard a peep, and this bird come up drumming on the ridge. But after I shot, I actually heard some hens cut up down the hill. So I'm gonna get everything, get out of here. Hopefully come in a couple weeks, and Mayor Dalton 1 can put one down on this food plot again. This little backwoods attraction clover field has been money this year for the deer and turkeys. But I couldn't be more pumped. First bird of the year. We're gonna try to go all 3 again with the elite this year. So hopefully there'll be more of these to come, but I couldn't be more tickled with this one. I went this morning and checked a few cameras, and while I was in here, I got to meet some of the neighboring landowners. He's in the club here that borders us on 3 sides, and he was in here listening this morning and heard a few birds gobbling. And I wasn't able to make it over here in time to hear them, but he was telling me where they was and where they were headed, and I said, well, heck, since you done that, let's go in here and try to double up. So we fixing to try to slide in here. We're less than 200 yards from our spot, but I'm gonna carry the bow. He's gonna carry 12 gauge, and we're gonna see if we can't put one in the dirt, or maybe 2. But he said he ain't killed a bird in about 5 years, and these birds have been hitting this backwoods attraction food plot pretty heavy. So we're gonna give it a shot. Nothing better to do for a few hours. I gotta go pick up my daughters at 1 o'clock, so we're gonna give it a shot. Maybe sit in there about an hour, and hopefully be toting 2 longbeards out here in a little bit. You ready?
Yeah.
That might be another hen with him. He might get mad and come up in. That's a big old bird. I can't tell what that other one is. I'm gonna shoot that right bird. We'll see what he does right here for a minute. He may come right here. Are you good on your side? Go ahead and get on your bird. Yes, yeah. Yeah, him. That's fun, ain't it? Yeah, it is. Oh, dude, that's crazy. You have no idea how much I appreciate you letting me sit with you. Oh my God, dude. That's the first turkey I've killed in probably 5 years. And only my second one. Yeah, I shot over mine in the back. I should have known to hold that 20 on. Let's go get this. Alright, well, me and Dylan got in the blind less than 30 minutes ago.
Yeah.
We actually met at the gate. He's in the hunting club that borders our property. And we were sitting talking about our luck we've had throughout the day. And he told me, he said, well, I've had a tough year. I've been hearing these birds every morning, but they seem to be coming up here on the back of your place. So I told him, I said, yeah, they'll be there in a few minutes. So we ran over here and got in the blind. I told him, I said, we're going to try to double. And I had my bow and he had his shotgun, and they
almost put it together.
Just about did it. They came in here, a few hens came up and was scratching in the road, eating some of this clover. And he said, well, there's a fan right in behind them, so there's a strutter back there. And these two birds come in. The other one acted to be the dominant bird, so I got greedy and told him I'd shoot him. But if he was any bigger than this one, he's gonna lay out plenty of butt whoopings this year.
Yeah.
I mean, this bird, neither one of them had real big beard, but I mean, you're looking probably inch and 1/8 spurs, which is probably a 3-4 year old bird here. But we got it together. I missed mine, but I was kind of trying to make sure everything was going to work out. We'd let them get to the right just a little bit farther than we wanted to, but it all worked out. And he said his first bird in 5 years.
Yeah, at least 5 years.
Oh yeah. But the way I see it, we had a successful hunt. We got a bird on the ground and didn't
awesome.
waste about what, 30 minutes.
Son.
So, well, I had fun, man. I appreciate it.